Hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C. We fight for your American dream. And the point of this video is that I want you to know your rights if you have an encounter with ICE. All right? So ICE, of course, is Immigration Customs Enforcement, and ICE officers are doing things like raids, and they're making more arrests. And in 2017, they made more arrests of immigrants than ever before in U.S. history. And so I want you to be prepared, and I want you to understand what your rights are and things like that. So first of all, the United States Constitution provides certain rights to people regardless of whether or not they're citizens or permanent residents or whether or not they have legal status, all right? The Constitution provides basic rights to all people that are on U.S. soil, and that includes you. I don't care what your situation is, all right? So if ICE comes knocking at the door, right, my first bit of advice is don't open the door, all right? And so what that looks like, though, in practice, and it's important to think it through in your mind, because they're not going to knock like this, you know. They're not going to knock like that. They're going to bang on the door, and they're going to say, ICE, open the door now. All right? They're not going to like be playing around, and it's probably going to be 4 in the morning, and you're going to be startled, and there's going to have sirens or lights flashing outside your house, and you're going to be nervous, and you're going to be scrambling, and you're going to be like, oh man, what should I do? All right? So when you're in that situation and when you're in that frame of mind, it's important to have a plan, and it's important to understand what your rights really are so that when they're banging on the door, you know what you can and what you should do. My best advice and what I tell my clients is that, yes, don't open the door, but you can even engage them. You can be at the door and you can say, hello, officer, good morning. I'm sorry, but I prefer not to open the door. Yeah? Hello, officer, good morning. Nice to meet you. But I have a constitutional right not to open the door of my house, and so I choose to not open the door of my house. Oh, that's okay. We were just looking for so-and-so. Oh, I don't know who so-and-so is. Okay, got it. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Right? You don't have to open the door, and I recommend that you don't open the door. All right? Okay, so that's kind of basic right number 1. Basic right number 2 is the right to remain silent, all right? So what happens if you're not in your house, right? What happens if you're in your car, for example, or what if you're walking on the street and an ICE official, not necessarily a police officer, although the same right exists for police officers, but what happens if an ICE official stops you on the street and just says casually, hey, what is your name? Or where are you from? Or, where were you born? Or something like that, right? In that situation, my advice is you could say the same thing. Hello, officer. Nice to meet you. But I'm sorry. I prefer to remain silent. I'm not going to answer your questions, right? I'm not going to answer that. Hey, what's your name? Oh, I'm so-and-so. That information could be used against you in immigration court. Hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Mexico. Boom, just like that. That information could be used against you in immigration court. Say nothing. Hey, where are you from? Hi, officer. I prefer to remain silent. I don't want to speak with you. If you want to handcuff me, but I'm not saying anything, right? That's actually a better response, and it takes some courage, but that is a better response. So remain silent, and you have the right to remain silent, and it's important to be able to exercise that right if you're confronted and if you're in that situation. All right. The next things that I want to say, if you are processed and if you are arrested, you have the right to an attorney. So if you don't have one, call my office, or have your family call our office. We'd love to help you through that process, all right? That's what we do, all right? So you have the right to an attorney. You also have the right, please never, never, never sign your deportation. It makes me so sad when somebody has signed their own deportation. They didn't even have a consultation with an attorney. After you get deported, it's much more difficult to ever bring you back. If you have an option, even if you're facing removal, even if you're facing court, removal proceedings in court in front of an immigration judge, now's the time to fight that case, not later. So it's like, let's get everything together, let's put the evidence on, let's fight your case, and not just sign. Don't sign deportation. Nobody has to sign. Sometimes immigration officers will try to make you sign documents. You don't have to sign them, and really you shouldn't sign anything that you don't understand, and you shouldn't sign anything without a lawyer telling you what that document is if you're not very clear on what it is you're signing. Okay? And that's basically it. That's basically it. If you have questions about what your rights are, or if you have questions about how you should handle things in any certain situation, please feel free to contact my office. We also have lots of blogs. We do lots of presentations. We also have monthly seminars. I'd love to have you at one of them if you have any questions about any of this. Okay? Again, I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here of Landerholm Immigration A.P.C. We fight for your American dream, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you.